Hey guys, how's it going? Smikket here. Welcome to your second C++ tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about basic input and output. Okay, so let's jump right into it. You need to know what an input stream is and an output stream is. So what are they? So an input stream is when we type on our keyboard and give our program a stream of characters to do something with. In more complex programs, you'll see that the input stream is made up of something like sound or video. But, well, we'll be working with characters in C++. That's a little bit more complex. And then, okay, so an output statement is, or an output stream is pretty much the opposite of an input stream. Basically, the program will just output a stream of characters to the user via the screen. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. That is an input stream and that is an output stream. So how do we control an output stream, for example? Well, I will show you guys. We're going to use something called cout, and then these two less than signs right here. Okay, that is going to be what we need to output anything, basically. Okay, so cout can do text or numbers like this. I'm going to do text. I'm going to say, don't drink my toilet water. Then to end it, I'm going to put a semicolon. Remember the semicolon, guys. And just because we said, you know, output don't drink my toilet water to the screen, but I'm going to move on to the next line. We had to put that semicolon there, so don't forget that, guys. Okay, so that is a basic example of how we put an output to the screen, or how we tell our computer to output something to the screen. It takes this and it goes, okay, I'll output it to the screen. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and make sure it works here. My run button is right here, just out of the frame. It's a little green button with a play button on it. Okay, so I just hit run, and there it is. Don't drink my toilet water. Great job, guys. It's a great message. People need to hear it, because I always have people in my house drinking my toilet water. And then I just want to show you guys real quick that it can output numbers too very easily. You don't have to put parentheses around the numbers. Yes, please. And there we go. It output 5. And as you can see, guys, it output 5 on the same line. So I'm going to sneak in this little point for you guys real quick. If you go up here, put 2 more of these signs down, and then use my friend I like to call endl, and you have to call it that too, or else your program won't work. If you just stick that in there, that will make whatever comes next jump to the next line. Okay, so now that we did that, let's go ahead and run it again and see what happens. Alright, there we go. Now it looks a little bit nicer. Endl is useful. Okay, guys, so that is output. Let's go ahead and see what input is all about. Input, we're going to use something like cout. It's going to be cin, though. And the signs are going to be opposite. They're facing the other way. Remember, with cout, we're going to do these signs. Okay, guys? So, in order for cin to work, we're going to need a variable for the data that we input to the computer so that it has a place to store and remember that data. So I'm going to go ahead and, do you remember from data types, I'm going to make int, and then, how about light bulbs? And I'm not going to make it equal anything. If you just go ahead and put that semicolon there, it'll just make sure it'll let your program know that this exists and to reserve space for it. Okay, guys? So I'm going to do another output statement so I can ask the user, me, a question. And that question is going to be, how many therapists does it take to change a light bulb. Okay, and then I'm gonna do that end L thing, remember that. Okay. Next, we're gonna do the CIN part. Okay, so CIN, the opposite things. This is actually called an extraction statement, I believe, or extraction something along those lines. But anyways, light bulbs. And when it gets to this, down here, it's going to basically be waiting for us to input something, okay? And whatever we input, light bulbs will become that value, okay? And I'm just going to put one more output statement here, just so we can see that what we said light bulbs was gets printed out, okay? So I'm going to put it takes, and I'm going to separate it with two more of these guys, and light bulbs. That's another thing about the cout statement, is that you can print out whole entire variables using the cout statement. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and see if it runs. Please save my changes. Okay. How many therapists does it take to change a light bulb? I'm gonna say 0. And there you go. It takes 0. You know why? Because the light bulb has to want to change on its own. Okay, guys. I don't know if that joke was funny or not. The punchline was kind of messed up. It was a little weird. Anyways, guys, I think that is all that I have for you. Now you understand basic input and output, and that is going to help you a lot. You're really getting a good foundation for becoming a good C++ programmer. I'm super excited, as I always say. I'm always freaking excited, okay? So, anyways, you guys, thanks for watching my tutorial. Please subscribe, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. Alright, guys, have a great rest of your day. Good luck.